That day, on February 14th, I left school at 10:30 for a doctor's appointment, and I was actually supposed to go back to school around 1:30, and I ended up not going back because my class, we weren't really do anything that day. And around 2:20, my best friend Julia sent me a Snapchat saying like second fire drill of the day, and I was like, oh haha, like we always like have weird things like that sometimes. And I wasn't really worried or surprised, and a minute later she texted me saying she hearing bangs, she thinks a cabinet fell, and I was like, what? I was so confused. And then she was like, Jensen, it's real. And all of a sudden I live right next to the school, and all of a sudden I heard all these sirens, and I was freaking out. I was like, Mom, come here. Like, do you hear these sirens? Like, Julie said it's real. She hears gunshots. And she was like, what? No. And my brother called my mom, and he was at work in Plantation, and he was like, is Jensen at school? Put on the news. And it was crazy because he knew before we did. And from there, it just all went crazy. And I didn't think anybody would die at first. I thought it was just some stupid kid messing around. But when I heard that one person had already passed, it was completely surreal. I was so scared and shocked and afraid for all my friends and teachers. I know a lot of teachers in that building, and I was really scared, but to see what the magnitude that came out of this was the craziest. My phone blew up, 10 million group chats, Snapchats, everyone was texting, are you okay? Is everyone safe? And most of my friends were not in the freshman building. And I kept texting my friends, and the service was horrible. And like to see that the texts weren't going through was definitely the scariest part. But most of my friends made it out okay and were able to text us, and we could exchange that we were safe. I knew Jamie Gutenberg. She was a freshman. I danced with her for about 8 or 9 years, and we were on a competition team together for 2 years. And she was in the freshman building, yeah. The whole thing has been extremely overwhelming. I went to 3 funerals, even for some people that I didn't really know personally, but it just felt like the right thing to do. And and between Tallahassee and the memorials and the vigils, it was so much to take in. Like, it was hard to even like comprehend what has happened. And it definitely brought the community a lot closer together, and everyone is so much nicer to each other. And I know for a fact when we get back to school, everyone's going to be a lot nicer, and we're so much closer than ever before, that's for sure. The support has been amazing, and I always thought that being around people, I didn't think that really helped, but it actually helps so much. And almost every night I go to the park with my friends, and just being there with them helps so much. It's so much better than being alone, and it's just great to be around the people you love and know that they're okay and that we're all going through the same thing together.